Don't have the tiller or the snow thrower. That'd be nice. There's the 11 manual. There's a General Tecumseh engine book. Alright, back at this tractor. Not sure, I think today I picked up a diode. In place the diode was fried out of here. Wires are bare. I think maybe I'll chase this wire, the kill. I think it's the kill wire going to the magneto. I'll see if I can pull that. Might be grounding out somewhere on here, and then try it again for spark. If not, I'll pull the motor up and pull the coil out of there. Alright, I ran some tests with the multimeter to the coil, and I am not sure what the resistance is supposed to be. It's a little spotty, so I'm gonna take the engine out, or enough to get at that coil. I already have one on order, so get that out, replace that wire that's stripped, and get ready for that. So this says this engine is mounted in a cradle. There's 4 bolts, one here, one there, in the front corners. And then I'll disconnect a few things here so I can lift it up a little bit and get at that shroud bolts there. I just need to get that shroud out. Hopefully I don't need to take the flywheel off. So under here then, this drive shaft, I'm going to disconnect this. There's 3 bolts. Get that off of the flywheel there. Well, I lifted the engine out. This thing is a pain. I had to took it out of those cradles because they were wrapped around this front firewall. And somehow I gotta get those bad boys off this firewall so I can get the front shroud housing off. The screen too is holding the front shroud on everything. And when it was tilted forward, it was leaking oil out too, so who knows? Was able to get this coupler off. Unscrew that again. I figured I started prying on that. It's just a keyed coupler on there. I get that off, and this firewall shroud comes off, and then I gotta pop this side of it off, and then I can get the shroud off. That's what it looks like under that second piece there. Looks like it's like a tapered fit. because that piece that goes in there is just round stock, basically. Let's wedge in there. Got that debris screen off there. I'm not sure I'll ever get this shroud off. Now there's another thing on there, so I'll spin that off. And it looks like we have it. Alright, there we go. Maybe. It's bent around the starter here. I probably could have fished this coil out from up top, but I want to make sure this wire, I got to fish this wire back through. There it is there, look at that thing. I think the new one will come with a spade connector on it. I may have to buzz the flywheel off after all. This coil wire goes behind the flywheel there. Let's go right to the stator. I can't, nothing's pulling through. I don't know, I'll try buzzing that off. I got the flywheel off. A couple of these, no, they're not gouged. Look like they're gouged, but it's just the dirt. There's that wire, that's all bare. Let's get the stator off. We got the stator generator out of the way. Now I'm trying to get this cover off here. It's proven to be difficult. I don't know if this seal is part of it or not. I'll keep working at it. So as far as just by visual, the points and condenser and everything look visually fine. So I got the new coil in the mail the other day. So I threw the stator back on just now. This other coil doesn't, I mean, they don't look real similar, but this is supposed to be the replacement for it. So this one was hardwired in, the kill wire was. This one has a spade connector for it. So the wire that went hardwired to this old coil, I just snipped and put a spade connection on there. Throw the flywheel on and try to crank it, see if we get spark. Otherwise I'll have to dig a little deeper, but hopefully it was just a bad coil. Well, we got more issues. This coil is hitting this intake port. I think I can just, it looks like it was pre-dented for the old one, but I might have to dent it a little further down there. And then that wire is a little bit short too. I may need to solder a piece onto that. So take this off. Alright, I got that on there, set it at I think 8 thousandths gap. And this barrel wire that was in there, I ground it out to where it was when it was on the tractor. I got that spade fitting on there and hooked up a wire to the starter. We'll see if we can get some spark here. Looks good. I'm going to try to get a better connection on that spade fitting because I do not want to take this all apart again off the tractor. Well, I might as well see if it'll cough. Well, that's awesome. So all those years it was seemed like it was a bad coil.